Hey guys, I on Pop Rodwell here. Today I've got a relatively good video, I think. It's going to be on some tips I picked up from trying to get dark matter, basically. This is a gameplay I got. I think I ended up going 38 to 9 while using Akuda, rocking dark matter. Look at that camper right there. However, when recording with my Elgato, I managed to have the sound completely off and forgot to turn on commentary, so when I recorded it, I didn't get my voice. So I'm now re-recording my voice, and there's going to be a bit of music in the background, so it's not just me talking over a silent video. Yeah, so I'd say tip number one. And I know a lot of people have different opinions on this. I'd say play hardcore. I think if you're wanting to passively do dark matter, the place to do it is in normal game modes. Like, some machine guns kick up enough so that you'll get headshots in gunfights. Obviously, you can run high caliber on the pistols and the assault rifles, but as a general rule of thumb, I'd say that if you're wanting to just ham dark matter out, get it out of the way, play hardcore, you know, just rest in pieces your KD, and, you know, just go for headshots. Like, don't worry about your KD, don't worry about your kills. Like, how did that guy not get me? I think I ended up getting an exorcism on as well, because he jumped straight back to where I got him from. Yeah, so that would be one of my number one tips. If you're trying to just ham it out, get it over and done with as fast as possible, it's going to be annoying and you're going to hate yourself. Just play hardcore. It's not going to be particularly fun, unless you like playing hardcore, obviously, but rock a sight on most guns makes it much easier. I'd say the ELO sight, but obviously not everyone has that. Red dot or ELO, something very accurate so you can aim onto the head. Tip number two, I'd say try and flank and spawn rush, because I know on TDM the spawns swap quite a lot, so people don't tend to watch all the lanes. So if you can sort of like spawn rush and get behind people, especially on hardcore, you'll be able to sneak up behind people most games and, you know, just pop one in the head and that's a kill. If you're going to do that as well, though, I'd suggest using concussion grenades, because they slow people right down and gives you a chance to just pop them in the head real easy while they're moving slow, rather than the flashbang, because that blinds them and it makes you a much harder target to shoot, but the concussion grenade slows them down. Specialist wise, I would use Heatwave, same reason. You know, you earn it very quickly, so you can use it quite often. I get a nice triple punch here. You get it quite often, so you're able to just sort of like use it, pop it off, get one headshot, sometimes two, maybe even three if you use it at a good time and you're quick aiming on the head. But Heatwave is very much recommended, same with concussion grenades. Personally, I only used concussion grenades on some of the guns that were a bit harder to do, like the LK9 and the RK5. I used concussion grenades because I had leftover slots and, you know, they weren't particularly easy to get headshots with. I'd say shotguns, obviously the KRM and the Argus, you just need 100 one-hit kills, which will just come by playing the game. So again, I'd suggest core modes for the shotguns. Getting the 100 headshots with the Breachy and the Haymaker, you just have to rip your KD, go on hardcore, and just stick it. You just have to stick it out and go for it. You know, sneak up behind people. Get the headshot, be prepared to have terrible KDs and like terrible kills in a match and loads of deaths. But it's just something you have to work through. It'll take a bit of time, but if you stick at it, it shouldn't take you much longer than 3 or 4 hours of playing if you do it all at once and you're like getting at least 5 headshots a game. Especially if using, you know, concussion grenades, Heatwave, you should be able to do that. One thing I found was it's a lot easier to hipfire with the Breachy when going for headshots rather than shooting it. That's just something I personally found helpful, was rock laser sight and just spray near the head. Tended to get you a bit more kills in general as well. Snipers, again, same thing. I've got a fairly good tip for the bloodthirsties on snipers, is play safeguard, hope the map hunted comes up, and what you want to do is when you're defending, as you spawn looking at the house, there's the rocks that look over the left-hand lane. The left-hand lane, you know, if you spawn at house. There's those rocks right at the back of the map. You've got really good cover. It looks right over the last section where the robot is going to be going right at the end of the game, and you can overlook like coming out of the back of the house and the stairs that come to the back of the house really easily from this spot. You can just lay down, rock a thermal sight, and just, you know, like absolutely just run your suppressor as well and just keep shooting people, just keep shooting people. Usually you'll get at least one bloodthirsty a game with the snipers doing that. Like, some of you might just be mad good snipers, and that's fine too. I'm just not a particularly good sniper, so I needed to fully camp it out at the back of the map, overlooking each thing, and then after that the bloodthirsties came. They came pretty quickly. I think I managed to get a Merciless to end my Dracon Gold. Shotguns, I would probably... getting bloodthirsties with them is just... it's difficult, but I'm going to say that's the end of the video then, guys. Hope you enjoyed.